Okay, this is a video about how I went to the ATM machine like a few times or whatever, and people left their little slip. They left their little receipt, you know? This receipt right here. Like, people are dumb, man. I don't want my receipt hanging out, you know. I don't leave my receipt in there. I always get my receipt. But it never has your full account number on it, but it has, like, you know, the amount that you have in your bank account, and it has like the last 4 digits or whatever of your account number. But so anyway, so I went to the ATM. This one I actually kept, but 2 other times people left their little slip in there. And I mean, people, they're either living way above their means, which is possible because we're trained to, we're brainwashed to live above our means, you know, to drive expensive cars and all that. And so yeah, you never know. These people could be, you know, paying $1,000 a month rent, $400 a month car payment. You know, they could be living above their means, but they could just be flat ass broke, you know, because they're just making, you know, barely above minimum wage. And they're just living paycheck to paycheck. But, I mean, like me and my sister, we're not rich. She makes a lot more money than me now, but we're not rich. But we don't live above our means, so we got, you know, tons left over in the bank. You know what I mean? Compared to these 3 people, like, we're millionaires. You know what I mean? Okay, so this poor person left her little receipt. Where's it at? Say, get out, buddy. Here it is. Honey, you always sitting on stuff, my little guy. Yeah, so this one I kept, but okay, so this person, they made a withdrawal of $240. I mean, it's really sad, you know, because, well, you know, I mean, they can make minimum wage, $18, $19 an hour if they really wanted to, but they want everybody poor, you know. The control system, they want everybody poor, you know. So of course, minimum wage is not livable. But for most people. Okay, so this person went to the ATM and they withdrew $240. Available balance $10.68. $10.68. Another time I pulled out the receipt that somebody left behind, and it was they only had $100. I can't remember how much they withdrew. It wasn't much, but they only had available balance of like $100. And then another time somebody left a receipt in there. I guess they just forgot, but I don't know. I'm not that stupid. I always ask for a receipt, you know, when I go to the ATM and I get it out of there. But people are, you know, they're like distracted and in a trance, so they probably didn't even realize they left their receipt behind, you know, because they're not observant. But so another person, you know, they only had $500 left in their account. But still, I mean, $500 is nothing, you know what I mean? So people they're either flat ass broke, or they're living above their means, or something. But yeah, it's really sad. I mean, I know there's a lot of poverty in this town, but I'm sure it's everywhere. also, like, college is the biggest scam, on planet Earth. I mean, I went to college and I wish I never would have, but I mean, it's a big scam because they want you to borrow all of this money and then they charge you like 10%. So, when you're young and dumb and you take out a loan when you're like 18, you think, okay, well, I've only borrowed 19,000. Well, you're not thinking smart enough because you're still young, and you're not thinking, oh, I'm going to have to pay back, 48,000. Because I wasn't thinking like that at the time, you know what I mean? And I knew how much I borrowed, but I mean, it's just all a scam. I mean, unless you're going to be a doctor or a dentist or something like that. But I wish I would have never went to college. I've always liked psychology. I took that course in high school, and I knew I wanted to take that in college because, I liked it. So that was my degree. So I got a degree in that, but I don't know what the interest rates are now, but it's all designed to just keep you broke, when you go to college. I mean, everybody graduates, and they're still just working at a restaurant or whatever. 9 times out of 10, unless you're going to be a dentist or a lawyer or something like that. But, and then they're going to be in debt, well, after the interest, like 60,000 or whatever, and they'll probably never, ever, ever pay it off. But you can get away with not, paying. I mean, even when you get real old and you draw Social Security, if you can, well, I think they only have so many years to collect too, or something like that. But my friend, she has stage 4 lung cancer, and they were taking out $100-some from her check, her Social Security check, and they stopped taking it out. So I guess if they really know that you don't have a lot of money or assets or whatever, they won't make you pay. So I mean, there's ways of not paying. Like once you get old and stuff, you can say you have a hardship and they'll stop taking it out or whatever, of your Social Security check or whatever. But these financial people, they'll say, oh, that's the biggest thing, you don't want to do is not pay your student loans back. So I guess every situation might be different. But it is the biggest scam on planet Earth, going to college. And like, you have all these people coming in now. Well, this only started like, I noticed around 2013 or 2014, all these people, coming in, to the government office or whatever, asking for their, I don't know what the hell. I mean, like I said, I never heard of this term until like 2014. And now it's just 24/7, 365, every day. Oh, I need my FAFSA, some kind of transcript to prove that they're poor. Well, I mean, the government already knows they're poor. The college already knows they're poor, But they got to come in and get that, I guess, to get their student loans. Like I said, I never heard of a FAFSA until like 2014. And it's just non-stop. They come in all year round asking for it. But, to get their student loans, that's going to put them in debt for the next, 50 years of their life. Or 60 years. And two, like it may take some people, 4 or 5 years to get a degree, and yet they don't teach you shit, You can't even take your degree courses till the last 1 to 2 years. Like, I went for 5 years to get my degree because I did everything kind of slow. So instead of graduating in 4 years, I graduated in 5 years. And I couldn't even take my psychology courses till the last 2 years. And the first 3 years was just all bullshit courses that they make you take. I mean, it's all a freaking scam. I mean, that whole 5 freaking years, they could teach you how to be the best, psychologist ever. You know what I mean? They could give you education of a PhD or whatever, PSYD, whatever that's called, in that whole 5 years. But no, they make you get like a bachelor's and then a master's, and if you want to get a master's, then that's probably going to be $30,000 more dollars, and then if you want to get PSYD, that's probably $100,000 more, and how the hell are you going to pay all that off, you know? And you don't get any hands-on training whatsoever. The only hands-on training I ever got was a year after I graduated. I had a fling with this one woman named Sandy, and she was just straight up freaking ass crazy. I don't even know how she held a job. And but yeah, that was some sad shit. But she held a job. She was a CNA. She was a lot older than me at the time, but she had well, of course she had OCD, that's for sure, but she had multiple personality disorder. She had bipolar, and ADHD, 1, 2, 3, probably about 5 others as well. You never have just one mental disorder. It's always more than one. But everybody pretty much has some mental disorders. It may just be some people, if they're real stable and everything, I mean, they're still going to have mental disorders, so to speak, but they may just be really mild. I mean, everybody has personality, really weird quirks about them, no matter how stable they are. Everybody's fucked up, But yeah, and I didn't take it personal or anything when I was sitting on the bed, and she just like, oh my God, this other personality came out, and it was so weird. And so I just left, but I was just like shocked, I mean, it like totally like traumatized me or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I didn't take it personal because I already knew that she had a lot of mental disorders. But anyway, yeah, it's a big scam. I wish I would have, I mean, I love psychology, but I wish I would have learned a trade or something, like, I don't know, like air conditioning or something, heating and cooling or something like that. But yeah, that's probably what I would have rather did. But then now I can't really handle being outdoors, so I don't know. Not in the sun anyway. But anyway, but yeah, so I mean, that's sad. I mean, I don't make that much money. My sister doesn't make that, I mean, we make more than minimum wage, but I mean, we have tons of money left over in the bank. You know what I'm saying? We don't have like $100, $500. Like I said, compared to these people, we're rich, But there's some serious people, living paycheck to paycheck. And like, who knows? I don't know if they're just living above their means or they're just making minimum wage or what the hell. But this is pretty sad right here. I mean, they withdrew $240, available balance $10. But anyway, it's pretty sad, And it's all designed that way to just keep people poor. Minimum wage or whatever. I mean, whoever could make the government or whatever all around the United States, I mean, if they really wanted to, they could make minimum wage flat rate of $20 an hour. But yeah, I don't know right offhand what, how that would affect everything. Well, I guess it would affect the colleges for sure, because then people wouldn't have to go to college, so to speak. Because a lot of people, if they make $20 an hour, that's livable to them. To some people that may not be, but so I don't know. I've never been in economics or anything like that, but anyway, so I don't know. I don't know what would really happen if they did that, But still, it's all rigged, to just make you poor. I think minimum wage now is $8, I think. But that's not livable. Okay, so thanks for listening, but yeah, hopefully these people will get a better job or something, because that's pretty sad. But anyway, thanks for listening.